Have you ever wondered how putting your babies to bed, for those of you with younger children, or dealing with teenage angst, are all part and parcel of the same journey of leadership as steering your business forward? Welcome, EntrepreMums. If you ever have, please let me know what has been your experience from a leadership point of view working as an EntrepreMum. Today, you will be delving a bit deeper into how those two roles are quite complementary and actually work towards you building a legacy. Now, what is leadership? Leadership is the act of motivating, the art, actually, the skill of motivating other people towards a common goal. You would be the one setting the vision. You would be the one inspiring. Usually, you would be the one motivating people towards that common goal. And the extra bit is you would be the one who's ultimately doing the things you don't want to do when everybody else is tired. So you'll be that one showing up when everybody else doesn't want to, serving from behind. That's the part of the leader. That's what leadership is about. Is that starting to sound familiar when it comes to being a mum? I'm sure it sounds familiar when it comes to business. Now, showing up when you don't want to is an example that you show to your children, not just to your children, but to your team, inspiring other people to go that extra length because you're going that extra length. For EntrepreMums, leadership is not just about our businesses. It's about influencing our families, influencing our communities, and it starts by leading ourselves. You can't actually inspire other people to be something that you are not inspired to be. Some people can do it, put on an act, but in those times when it really matters, the tough times, it shows and people know. And all of a sudden, a team that would have given everything to be with you suddenly pulls back, and you wonder why. It's because they're starting to see that in the tough times, you haven't actually got the mettle that you'd always spoken about. So that work that you do in private, building yourself, either as a mum or a business leader, is what helps you push and pull your team, aka your family or your business or your staff, push and pull forward when times are tough. Now, a lot of people think that leadership is about being a boss. Leadership is about giving instructions. No, it isn't. Leadership is about being able to carry people along, to be able to fulfill that vision which you have. Simon Sinek says that leadership is not just about taking charge. It's about taking care of the people that you're in charge of. It's about showing them that thing that you have worked on, whether it's from your point of view as an EntrepreMum, talking to a team and teaching that team why it's important to be on time. You can't say to a child, don't be late, when you're constantly late. I know for some people that's a struggle, and it's no condemnation or judgment at all. But if you have an issue with being late, you can't turn around and berate a child for being late. Leadership is not about doing what I say. It's about doing what people see. So you lead from the front, and funny enough, you lead from the back. So you lead from the front by example. You lead from behind by serving and supporting, by motivating, inspiring, encouraging. Because the journey of leadership is one that can be challenging. Have you heard that idiom? On easy lies the head that wears the crown. Because ultimately decisions will ride and lie with you. But you need to be the one that carries the vision, shares it in such a way that everybody sees it. Practically, what are we talking about? Saying to your children, for instance, I know you're really tired today, but you promised you'd be at this event. Why does that contribute towards leadership and legacy? Because it won't matter. It's not the end of the world if that child goes or doesn't go, right? But it is one step towards teaching a child to keep their word, which is important for a leader. It's about you teaching that child that keeping the word is important to you. So when tough times come, when they're leading a team and they suddenly think, I don't feel like doing this, they remember, my mum used to tell me, or show me actually, how important it was to keep my word. When your team feels like not showing up to a meeting or an event or whatever it is it might be, they remember that you will show up even when it's difficult. And that's how we start to build legacy. Legacy, that which stays when we're no longer here. That's which people look back on and think, oh my goodness, this made a change in my life. Now, what's the moving the needle forward action for today? Remember, moving the needle forward. Small actions, small tasks you can implement for immediate results in your life and your businesses. My moving the needle forward today tip for you is working on self-reflection. Use a journal. I talk about journals all the time because they're amazing. They're so simple, but they can help you create so much of an impact or make such a difference. Journal your journey for the day. Reflective. This is not about gratitude now. This is about self-reflection. Step away from yourself. Imagine you're someone else looking into your day. What did you do that you could improve upon? Where could you commend yourself? I did really well today. Oh, I could work better on this. This is not about condemnation or criticism. No, not at all. It's about growth. It's about seeing where you could encourage yourself. So make sure you are actually encouraging yourself. Be sure to encourage yourself for those places that you did well. The areas of weakness, think about them. I prefer to call them areas of growth. Think about them and think, how could you do them differently? If an opportunity presents itself next time, what could you do differently? And bear in mind, this won't all happen in one day. So tomorrow, you might go through the same journey and repeat the same things you did yesterday. That's fine. Being aware that you need to grow in that area. Remember, plants doesn't grow one night. It's just those little things. The cellular structure is changing and changing and changing. And then one day you suddenly see a shoot, or you see a fruit, or you see a leaf, or whatever it is you may be you may have been looking at that stage in the growth of the plants. It's the same with our journey. Remember that. Be gracious, be patient with yourself. Be gracious too and be patient with yourself. But start that action. The immediate result you'll see is self-awareness. Being aware that this is what I should be doing, or this is what I could do better. So tomorrow, like I had said, if it happens again and you go through the same actions, guess what? You'll remember that you were supposed to have done something differently. That's an immediate result, because by the third or the fourth time, your reaction will be different. And guess what? There are people watching, your children, creating a legacy. That's it for this week. Thank you for being here with me. My name is Chinelo Ononeku. I'm your host here on Moving the Needle Forward. As usual, look after yourselves, look after your families, and keep building your businesses for legacy. Till next time, bye.